Oh my gosh!
Hey adventurers, it is a lovely day in Southern California. It is very exciting. We're going to get on the water there, look for some whales. We're hopping on a Zodiac, which is a really fast moving boat. So we should be able to get pretty close. I'm expecting for us to see a lot of dolphins. I think there's been some fin whales hanging out in the area, maybe a humpback whale. So we should have some good luck today. Stay tuned.
So here's our little Zodiac that we're riding on now. The weather wasn't quite as good as we were hoping for. You can see here it is so foggy, and it took us about 45 minutes just to get past this fog. But once we did, we were really in for quite a delightful treat. So you can see here we were surrounded by about 2,000 common dolphins and also just hundreds of black vintage shearwaters. Now hanging out with all these dolphins was also a fin whale, which is really cool. These are one of the largest whales in the world, not quite as big as the blue whale, but they're very closely related. And so it's really neat to see this guy sort of cruising along with the dolphins. But I think the most exciting find of the day was this humpback whale. It was probably resting or feeding here. It's kind of hard to tell, but it did give us some aerobatics. It breached, and that was really cool to see. Well, that was all we saw from the boat, but there was still a lot to see. And so we drove down the coast a little bit to a place that I like to fly my drone. And you can see here's a nice California sea lion swimming around. And actually, there's quite a lot of sea lions that hang out here. Here's a really close shot with a bit of a telephoto zoom here. They're just kind of chilling. They like to rest on these rocks away from predators. But this wasn't the only thing that we saw. This was actually quite an active day, and the water was just crystal clear. So here, take a look at this. This is probably my favorite shot of the entire day. So this was a group of about 40 leopard sharks, and quite a sizable group for San Diego in the wintertime. But in the summer, when the water is actually a lot warmer, you can get much larger groups of leopard sharks. And the really cool thing about these sharks is that they're actually really close to shore. And so you can look at this diver right here. He's walking in from the shore. You can see exactly how close he is to these sharks. In fact, kayakers like these folks, they will often be kayaking right above it, and you can see the sharks if you're looking, but a lot of times you're just going to be kayaking and you won't even realize that you have all these sharks so close to you, just kind of enjoying the warm water that's down in San Diego. The last thing that we saw while we were out spending the day were these harbor seals. They have a nice spot on the beach where they are all resting. And, you never know what you're going to come across. And in fact, these people here were getting engaged, and they had a nice little mariachi band that the people on the beach could enjoy, which was kind of cool. And that's all we saw today. So remember to like and subscribe. I'm Greg Schechter, and I'll see you in the field.